Start that ring up.
What's up, Hazz family? It's your two favorite brothers, Tre
and Jay,
and we back
with another banger.
Let's just jump straight into it. Verifications. Who should get some now?
Who should get them? Who should not get them? You know, the biggest question that we've gotten ever since verifications have been shown. Treandj, why don't you guys have verification?
To be honest with y'all, I don't know why we don't have one yet. Now, of course, a lot of people say y'all haven't asked. There's a reason why we haven't asked. If I'm told I'm not ready or I don't deserve it,
that's gonna be quite triggering and devastating. It's gonna be very angry.
Being as humble as me and Jay are, not even worrying about it, not even asking for it, not even tweeting to get it or anything like that, we haven't really been necessarily worried about it. Everybody else has been bringing it up, but we haven't really brought it up much at all. I personally feel like we haven't done enough yet. Other people feel different, but I feel like we haven't done enough yet. That's the reason why we haven't spammed Ronnie or Mike with any messages about this on Twitter yet.
Plus, also, you trying to campaign for a logo. You know, me and Tre stand for one thing, and that's hard work. And it's like, if you have to ask for something and you don't deserve it,
it's degrading.
You know,
like, to me, I feel like it's degrading. I feel like it's degrading if you've been working your butt off all year, and me and Jay been playing since 2K17. When everybody left 17, we stuck with it. We still kept playing. When everybody left 18, we stuck with it. We still kept playing. And coming into 19, I feel like this grind is not for being known in the 2K community or going to the 2K event. That's not what this grind is for. This grind is for doing something that we love doing a passion of ours. Everything else is like a perk or a privilege. But I understand what I want to do, and I want to entertain it, and I want to showcase my skill in the game and show people that it's not 2K that I love, but it's basketball I love.
And I also want to add, like, the verification is not something that should be just handed out to everybody. And it's not necessarily something that is equivalent to hitting 99 last year. It's kind of like oh, you made it. Like, it's kind of like a woo, but it's something in game. It's not something that carries off the game. It's like, it's only in the game. So people see you in the game, it gets you extra games, but at the end of the day, it's just a verification.
But do I feel like some people deserve it though? Like, yes, I do feel like a lot of people deserve it.
There are some people that deserve it that haven't gotten one yet, besides us, but I can honestly say that I don't feel bad, and I'm not mad that we don't have one, because at the same time, Treandj aren't doing this for a verification. We do this because we love to entertain and we just love basketball. We're not doing this for a verification. So, you guys see the views on our YouTube videos, for some of the people that watch the Twitch streams. We average 1,000 viewers every stream now. And, a lot of people are like, oh, that should be enough to get a verification. I mean, we don't determine that. So when you guys ask us why don't we have one, we don't have an answer for you. Because it's like, we're not going to ask for one. If it's going to be given to us, it's going to be given to us. And, like, even though you guys can campaign, Ronnie even tweeted out who are some of the YouTubers and streamers that weren't verified. And a lot of people tagged us, even known YouTubers, and we still don't have one. So it's like, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. But Treandj are not going to force that just because we want it that bad. Like, it's not that important to us.
I mean, we came into the year assuming that 99 grind we were all going to get some type of logo.
Immortalization stars.
We didn't get anything, so it was kind of like well, you did 99, and if you did 99, it wasn't for 19. You did 99 for you. You did it for your channel, your fan base. You did it for growing, and a lot of people misconstrued that. Like, 2K doesn't really owe us anything. Like, and I understand that. That's why when this year, if I hit 99, I do. If I don't, I don't. But you can best believe we're gonna get up to at least 98, because it's not promised that you're gonna get anything from 99 unless you're doing it for yourself, unless you're doing it for your own channel, for you to build yourself up, not because you want something from 2K to do it, because they don't necessarily owe us anything, and they don't feel like they owe us anything, so it is what it is. But do I feel like there are some people that deserve it? Yes. I feel like there are a bunch of people out there that deserve it, especially people that are ambassadors for certain game modes, or just the fact that they kept going with the game when everybody else quit. People like Tassino, I think he definitely deserves one. I think Badge Plug deserves one. I think Dat Boy deserves one. I think Ambush deserves one. I think Cole the Man deserves one. There's a lot of people out there, and if I miss some names, I apologize, but I think there's a lot lot of people out there that deserve to get their logos and haven't gotten one yet. I think Duke Dennis deserves one. I think Swante deserves one, especially when you've been playing for so long and you have a voice in the community. When you have people like that left the community, and no shade to them because I know what they're doing. They're sick and tired of the game being the way that the game is, and I respect that.
And they also had to make a business decision that will help them. It's like, if you gotta do what you gotta do, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Right. I mean, if the game isn't growing and they can't grow off the game, they're like, hey, I can go to another community and do the same thing. Shout out to Los Polos and Cash Nasty for, if they leave, it don't hurt them. It makes them grow bigger. Like Los Polos is growing like crazy. Cash is growing like crazy. LSK, Jesser, they're all growing like crazy outside of 2K. And I feel like the biggest thing is like, why hasn't 2K brought in a new generation of verified YouTubers and streamers that are consistently playing this game? You know what I'm saying? So that they can get a whole new audience going. It's like
still keep 2K alive.
You can't cry over spilled milk or try to literally get old streamers and stuff that are moving on to other things to come back to the game. If they're not coming back, they're not coming back. If Fredo doesn't come back, he doesn't come back. I feel like it's time for y'all to move on. You have other, like me and Jay, I said that we average 1,000-something views. And we're doing it every single time that we get on stream. And that's all glory to God. And I feel like if you have people that are pulling 1,000, 800, 900 views, or 5, 6, 7, 800, and 2K's already, in the daytime, 2K be averaging like maybe like 3,000 views, 2,000 views. You got to start putting new people in a position to bring in new audiences, and that's by giving out those verifications, bringing those new people into events, instead of trying to bring in the people that are already moved on past the game. They're already past it. Everybody that got verified at that event does not touch the game anymore, and if they do touch the game, they barely touch 2K. And it's not like they touch the game and they're competitive and they're trying to go hard at the game. No, they play it maybe like every blue moon, and then they're done with it and they just push it to the side.
It's pretty much like you got like most of these, you know, people that got verified, they just tweeted out, tweet it, you know what I'm saying, like this tweet if you want a 2K stream. And it's like, if I got verified in the game, I will be on the game all the time, because like my actual face is in the game. I have a logo over my head. But it's like, when you've already made it, you know what I'm saying, your mind isn't there, because it's like, okay, you know, I got that, that's cool, but you know, I got bigger stuff or more important stuff to focus on, which is understandable, which is also why, like Tre said, you have to verify these new like people that have been rocking with your game ever since 18. Because 18 died early. And
18 was horrible.
And 18 was not the best 2K.
And 2K, y'all know y'all didn't care about the game, but we did.
Right.
And it wasn't that we cared about the game. We cared about making our fan base off the game. We cared about making people know that we love basketball, and we wanted to make ourselves known throughout the community because we love basketball.
And with 2K19 being out the first week of that game, everybody thought, oh, 2K19's back on top.
Facts.
Everybody's coming back to the community. All the big names are back. And look where we are now. We're kind of back where 2K18 is, except we just got a little bit more of a fan base now than we did in 18. So it's kind of like 2K, like you're kind of running out of options here.
Right.
Like you're running out of options.
It's time to it's literally time to move on. Again, this is no fight to anybody that's above. Like all of the big name guys that are moving on past 2K, thank y'all for creating and opening doors to allow us to be in a position that we're in now, so that we can actually make, you know, some noise in the community and actually make a living off of this. But 2K, you got to move on. Right. You've got to start putting other people in a position of power. The people that are rocking with this game every day, the ones that are like literally working their butts off to play this game and to be known in the community and are making good and great content. You have got to put those guys in a position of power now. You can't keep going off the old. You got to move on with the new. And if that, it is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like you got a bunch of people that's overworking, excluding ourselves. You have a lot of people that are working hard to hit 99. These guys are working hard on their YouTube content. Now, I'm not saying that if you're the first 99, you should get it. No, I'm saying if you're in the field like a Tassino, like a Coda Man, a Po Boy Sin, a Bass Plug, a Dat Boy, all of these guys that's literally working their butts off, you know, and they're in the camera all the time. I even have to say Nadixy, because he's even playing the game a lot. Now, I don't agree with all the things that he does, but I respect the fact that he works hard at the game, period. And I feel like you have to allow these people to move up instead of holding down. Now, yes, some people aren't marketable. I get that. But there are a lot of people that I mean, there's quite a few that said some wild, crazy stuff. Still got verified. I'm not saying no names, but I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. There's a lot of people that said wild stuff. Still got verified. And shouts out to them because they earned a spot. But the fact that the new people that are trying to get there, you're telling them that they're not ready yet. Mind you, we still have a game that after 2 patches back to back still had inbound glitches. Right. But you're saying that we're not ready, but we're still out. We're in the field working.
Still enduring everything that's going on, all the cheese, all the stuff that's going on. The patches, the delaying. Like, we're still playing the game. All of the blue screens going through all of these park events and stuff like that, putting L's on our record. It's like people are still going through the field. So it's like I'm not saying you have to respect it, but you have to honor the fact that you still have people that are dedicated to your game.
Right, when the other ones have a bigger voice to destroy the game.
Right.
While we are still trying to get up to that spot so that we can uplift the game, make the game better so you guys can focus and fix it. You have the other ones that leave the game that are actually hurting the numbers. Now, I know this might sound weird, it might sound like, oh, y'all just trying to get y'all what's names. Like, no, we're just trying to keep it real.
Right.
You can't sit there and ask for old rappers to try to make new music. If they're done with music and they're trying to move on to acting and all of that stuff, you gotta allow them to move on. Right. But while you got people that's younger and coming up, you gotta allow them to get the spotlight.
Right.
I mean, that's like, trying to think of an old rapper right now. That's like if Ice Cube, y'all ask Ice Cube to start doing mumble rap, right? And Ice Cube's like, that's not my style. I'm not finna do that. Or asking Snoop Dogg to do mumble rap. It's not gonna happen. Right. You might want him to, but he's not gonna do it. So now you got all these other ones, Lil Uzi and Trippie Redd, Namir. You got all these other guys. You gotta give people the chance to start taking and start moving forward. You know, I feel like it's not fair. The verifications are going to people that are done with the game. They're officially done. They're literally doing bigger, and Fredo's doing huge things. Cash is doing huge things. Even Troy don't even need 2K no more. He's doing huge things. It's not fair for people that are literally in the field, grinding every day in this game, dealing with the issues that y'all say that y'all are fixing and it's not being fixed. But then you're telling the same people that's working their butts off that they're not ready, and that's not fair because those are the guys that are in the field with 100,000 subs or 200,000 subs, and these guys are pumping out content every day, and be told that you're not ready or on stream every day playing my team. Shout out to Ambish, and you're saying that he's not ready, or Carlos' story. Right.
Just not even acknowledging it.
It's not fair. It's really not. I don't think that is fair. And like I said, I'm not speaking from us. I'm speaking for other people. I don't feel like it's fair. Tassino is the best pure shot creator in the game. Why is he not verified for putting shot creating the form? He created a whole form.
Who also hit 99 last year.
He should be verified.
At least a star or something.
So I'm still trying to figure out, like, what is the criteria for this? Because how much more is it gonna stay like this? How much longer will it stay like this? Because now this whole verification thing, you have people that are verified that don't even play 2K at all. Like, you got people like Quavo who's verified. You know, like Quavo doesn't play 2K the way that we do. He doesn't work as hard as we do at the game. Shout out to Quavo, but that's no shade because it's the honest to God truth. We got people that are sitting here hitting 99 and working hard every single day
like
on this game.
Busy. Like, Quavo's a rapper. He's an entertainer. He doesn't have time to play the game. Right. It's like you have Fatboy SSE. Shout out to him, but he's an entertainer. He doesn't have time to play the game. He doesn't play the game as much as us or like anybody even playing my team. He doesn't play the game like that. Right. It's a rare occasion whenever you see somebody like that in the park. But it's messed up because it's like, come on now, like you don't even play 2K like that. Like, come on now.
Jay, and I thought about this too. There should be verifications for different things. For instance, there should be verification, like Twitch verifications. If you're on top on Twitch, or if you're streaming a mad number of hours and you're always on, you should get verified for that. You should get verified for having a huge following, a positive following.
And you're also marketable. Of course.
But then there should also be verifications in the game.
Right.
If you're literally in Ante-Up all the time and you're winning a lot in Ante-Up, and it seems like on the stats you're running Ante-Up, you should get a verification for Ante-Up. You should have a verification like, yo, according to 2K stats, that's the best any player in the game right now. So when he's in your park, you can see it like, hey, if you're working hard at any, you get something for it. Right. Or the best Pro-Am players, or the best Pro-Am team. If there's the #1 Pro-Am team, you should get an emblem for being the #1 Pro-Am team.
Or have like a check mark in your logo, right, or something
like if you're the #1 Pro-Am team, and of course if you fall to #2, then you should lose it. But then if you're #1, you should keep it. If you're #1 Pro-Am team, you should have something over you that says #1. If you're in walk on, they're the JRC. That's the #1 player in JRC. Like I feel like there's so many ways for you guys to verify people and bring people up and allow this game to keep growing. You know, and allow people to really build instead of going backwards, and start to literally move this train forward so that we can start building. The same thing with Call of Duty. They was going backwards. They made IW. They tried to make Call of Duty 4 again.
Flop.
It didn't work. They did Call of Duty World War II.
Flop.
That didn't work. And then they finally gave us some gold. They said, let's go back to the roots. Let's bring back old maps. And they came out with Black Ops 4. This is what 2K needs. Y'all need this. You guys need to start moving forward and start giving people the proper welcome to the 2K community. Welcome to being the heads of the 2K community.
Just rewarding somebody for working hard. Even as a kid, you're rewarded for working hard. You do your chores. You make sure you're on top of your grades. Your parents give you something. It's like what more do we have to do, or do just anybody in general have to do? It's like what is there else to do? You know, just if you're working hard, you should be rewarded for it, not overlooked.
Especially if you're in the field. If you're in the field in this game, how can you go and ask somebody who's not playing this game to come to the 2K event? They're not playing.
And to give you feedback on what they should change and what they should do to the game when they didn't even play the previous years.
And again, it's not hate. You guys know what we're talking about. If you played 2K18 all year, you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
If you quit, you really don't know what I'm talking about, because we played when every animation glitch came out. We played when every bit, when a build broke or when a build was like OP, we was there in the field dealing with those builds.
BC glitches, clothing glitches.
We was there. We was all there still playing.
Even hit 99 and played after that.
And now in 19, I mean, we're still dealing with issues in 19. You know, like when you're in the field, you need to get these people to another level so we can move the community forward instead of holding the community back. That's why it dies out so fast. You guys aren't putting new people in a position of power. You guys are putting the same people that are like, hey, to be quite honest with you, I'm already bigger than this game. So why if they come back, they're helping you, but you're not doing anything for them. Cash Nasty does not benefit from 2K. He doesn't. Cash Nasty really benefits if he goes to Fortnite, because now that's an even bigger fan base for him to grow. The 2K community is not as big as the Fortnite community, or as big as PUBG or you know, Call of Duty. So it's like, you guys need to start putting people in power and start to show people that you really care about the entertainers and the new people that's coming up. So now when they go to the event and they bring their ideas and their stuff, because they're in the field playing the game, and they're the ones that's like, hey, my fan base loves this, but they hate this. They love this, but they hate this. Cash Nash's fan base or Fredo's fan base is more just like, yo, Fredo, when you going to the new sneaker con? Right. Nobody cares about 2K anymore. So that's really all we had to say. Make sure you guys go in the comment section. Tell us how you guys felt about it. Again, I know some of y'all gonna be sitting over there, you know, like getting all upset, like, oh, y'all just mad. But this is about really moving this community forward and helping this community grow and get a lot bigger than what it's ever been, you know.
And I also want to add, Treandj are not making this video to get a verification.
No.
Again, let me reiterate that. Treandj are not making this video to get a verification.
No.
If we get one,
then we do.
If
we don't, we still gonna be cooking.
Right.
Period.
We're still gonna put on the show.
1,100 wins and only 60 losses. We still gonna be cooking.
Every day, 5 days out of the week on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys follow us at Treandj. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter at JustinLHazzard.
TremellDHazzard.
Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. Share the video with everybody, all your friends that you feel that need to watch this, and comment down below on your feedback. And I also want to add, all negative comments that have nothing to do with the video will be deleted.
I'm sick and tired of reading them.
I'm just letting you know that right now.
Look, it's our conversation.
Right.
If I don't want other people to have to see negative comments because they having a bad day or having a rough day and don't nobody want to see that, I don't want to see it. I don't care. Keep your negativity to yourself.
Right. You can't say something nice to us. Don't say nothing at all. That's it. That's it.
Keep that to yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's it, man. We'll see you guys next time. It's Treandj. Keep God first. Stay blessed. We'll see you guys next time.
Real niggas on my team, y'all. Fetty Wap left side, can't see y'all. Can't be y'all. Nigga, my whole squad ready to ride. Riding round, but be ready to die. Y'all don't gotta decide whether or not you approve of this. You ain't gotta make room for this. I Bermuda shit, bring it down. Can you hear me now? You couldn't relate. I bet they all feel me now. The rulers.